Hey guys, this is Jen here. Welcome to Jenny's Crafts. I am here today with a review. I'm thinking about maybe the first Monday of every month reviewing some different products that I do use, that I have used frequently for some period of time, to try to give a good review of different products so that when you go out to buy a product, you have a good understanding of how they'll work, so you're not wasting your money, because I have wasted a lot of money resticking my mats. I've tried several ways to do it. I started off with other stick things where you kind of like rub it on. I've tried different spray adhesives. But today we're going to review two of my more favorite ones that I think work well. At the end, I'll tell you which one I like better. So I'm going to try to stay pretty unbiased throughout the whole video, so that way you guys can make your own opinions and you're not just taking my opinion for it. So I'm going to be using these one on one mat, one on another mat, so stay tuned. I'm going to go outside and prepare I'm going to prepare my mats first. I'm going to clean them and get them ready to go, get the painter's tape all the way around my mats, because you want to make sure you do that. You got to put your painter's tape around the mat, and you'll see that later, because you don't want your edges getting sticky, because they will get into your machine and they will gunk it up and it will not cut well at all. So and I would definitely spray these products outdoors in a well ventilated area, because you know, I mean, it's fuming and you don't want to do it indoors. And don't do it on a very windy day. Trust me. Don't ask me. But it needs to not be windy outside when you do it. So I use brake cleaner to clean my mats. I'll show you that later. Just make sure you use rubber gloves. You're outdoors in a well-ventilated area. If you even want to wear a mask, the fumes don't bother you, that might be a good idea. I didn't do that, but I did use rubber gloves. So, okay guys, I hope I'm giving a good overview of everything, so that way you guys can make your own judgment, and I'll meet you outside. Okay guys, we're outside. I'm ready to go. First, real quick, I thought I would explain how I prepared the mats. I used this brake cleaner here, and I sprayed it down, took this card and wiped everything off. I turned it, sprayed it again, and wiped it off again. We're using the credit card, just going along. Then I took them inside. I put some dish soap on it and took a little pad, and I just washed it all off, front and back, because sometimes gook will get all along here, and you want to make sure you get all of that off, so that your machines are going, your mats are going to be going through your machines nice and smooth. Okay, the two brands that we're testing out today are the Crafter's Companion Stick and Spray, and I labeled it, and the Easy Tack Krylon will be on this mat. So what you want to do, I'm just going to move this mat up here so I don't get anything on it from the other brand. You're going to take your stick and spray, go back and forth and spray it. Okay, now I'm going to flip it the other way, and I'm going to spray it real good again. Okay, that one's done. So I'm going to put it up there, and I'm going to bring the Krylon brand down. I don't want to stick it back down there, because I accidentally got some stick and spray down there on the steps. So let's see if I can get the cap off the can with one hand. Okay, I did. All right. Okay, what we're going to do with this one, you're not going to spray as much with the Easy Tack Krylon. You're just going to run over it. Okay, I'm going to flip it this way. Just do a little bit more. Okay, that one has been sprayed. Okay, now that we're done with that, I'm going to meet you back in my craft room, and we will actually try it out on the machine and see which one we like better. Okay guys, we're back in my craft room. I have our prepared mats. I have our Crafter's Companion mat and our Krylon Easy Tack. I left the tags on them so I could remember which one I did. So first of all, let's do the sticky test. It appears that the krylon, when you touch it, appears to be more sticky than the Crafter's Companion by touch. So I got out brand new pieces of paper, never been used before. This is a thin weight cardstock, and we're going to put it right on. Let me turn this around so that they're both going the same direction. We're going to put our thinner piece of paper here and our thinner piece of paper here. Here's a piece of basil cardstock. We're going to put it right there, and this one right there, and just a piece of Joann fabric. This is the value pack. Another piece, the same one here. So I'm going to take my brayer and roll it all down so that way I can try to stay as objective as possible during this review. Okay, 1 second, I'll get it set up at the Cricut and we'll see how it cuts out at the Cricut. Okay guys, we're here at the Cricut. I have loaded the Easy Tack Krylon into the machine, that mat. I'm going to do, on this thinner paper, I'm going to do a 2-inch, just let's do the cop car. We'll do that one. Cut that out. Hopefully I'll remember when I go to do the second mat exactly which cuts I did, because I want to keep them all the same. Okay, as soon as that's done cutting out, I'll be back. Otherwise we're going to run this video pretty long. Okay, that's cut out up here. On the same piece of paper, I'm going to cut out Time to Fly. Now I'm going to go and cut out the exact same cuts on all 3 pieces of paper, and then I'll be back. Okay, the Krylon has finished cutting out the same cuts on all 3 pieces of paper, so I'm going to unload that one. And I'm going to load in the Crafter's Companion brand, and I'm going to do the exact same cuts on this one as I had done on the last sheet, and we'll be back to take them off the mat. Okay guys, we're back at my desk. I had the last cutting out on the Crafter's Companion sheet. So let me just go over again what the papers were. This one is from a pack like this, the value pack from Joann's. So that is, this one here is this cardstock here. Recollections is this one here. As I said before in a previous video, I do not like Recollections paper. I don't like how it cuts in the expression anyways, but I wanted to try 2 papers I do like and a paper I don't like, just to give a more overall unbiased review of how these stick sprays work. And the third sheet is Basil. That's up here, and it came from this paper pack. Okay, my other mat's unloaded. Let's go ahead and take off these pieces of paper and see how they cut. Okay, paper's tearing off the mat. Okay, we have the piece of paper off. Now let's take off. Okay, I'll turn that off. Okay, we'll finish. Okay, well, there's the cop car. It did tear a little bit at the top, but not much. Okay, we'll go ahead and take the extra pieces off. Okay, here's our sign that I cut out. Okay, that came off. It did tear down here at the bottom, but as I said, I really don't like this paper anyways. And it did stick to the mat. But we're going to go ahead and just scoop that off. Okay, let's go to the basil paper. This paper came off really easy. And there's our sign. Came off nicely. And our cop car came off very nicely. Okay, there are pieces, little tiny pieces stuck to the mat. So I'm going to go ahead and take them off. I'll work more on that later, so that way the video doesn't run too long. And here's our value pack paper from Joann's. We're taking that off. and they came off nicely too. Okay, that was the Krylon Easy Tack spray adhesive. So let's move over to the Crafter's Companion. I'm going to take the Joann's brand off first. Came off nice and easy. And our cop car came off very nice and easy. And there's our sign. It came off really easy as well. So we're going to go up here and take off our basil paper. Our sign came off really nice. And our cop car came off very nice. Okay, now for the Recollections paper, which I don't like. But I wanted to try it out anyways. Okay, there's our sign. And now for the cop car. Okay, the cop car did tear and rip a little on this paper. And there's the piece. Now there is one little piece stuck up here on the edge of the corner. But as far as little teeny tiny pieces left on the mat, I'm not really seeing any stuck on the mat. So that was our Crafter's Companion and our Krylon brand Easy Tack review. I have found that a lot more pieces do stick to the Krylon, and you've got to do a little bit more scraping to clean off your mat, and with the Krylon you do have to more frequently restick your mats than you do with the Crafter's Companion. I reviewed both. They both worked well, but my personal preference is Crafter's Companion Stick and Spray. I no longer really use the Krylon. I pretty much just use the Crafter's Companion Stick and Spray. I have tried another brand, Elmer's Craft Bond. I really do not like this at all. It is way too sticky, and then everything rips as it's coming off my mat. So, you saw how I applied them. Did the same thing, did the same cuts, used the same type of paper. I would say that if you're going to use the Recollections brand, it does work better on the Crafter's Companion stick mat. So I personally like this because it's not too sticky, it's just sticky enough, but that's my personal review on the two different products. So you can definitely make your own choice as which one you'd like to buy. The Krylon is cheaper because I can also get it at Michael's. If I remember right, I think it was around $5 a can. It could be a little cheaper, a little bit more, I'm not sure, but you can also use a coupon on it. Crafter's Companion is not sold in any of my local stores, so I do have to order it at full price. I order mine from Joann.com. I know you can get it other places like Custom Crops, and many other stores do sell that brand. So I think it's worth a little bit more money because this, to me, after you've used it multiple times, to me, the Crafter's Companion does hold up better. But I did want to show you both so you can make your choice. If you want to go a little bit cheaper, I mean, the Krylon does work well, but I just think it's a little too tacky, and you're going to end up cleaning all the little tiny pieces that are left on your mat. So, and then eventually what will happen is so many tiny pieces and the fibers tend to get stuck that when you go to put more sheets on and recut, that your next sheet isn't going to cut as well, because it does really well the first time around, but you know, as you keep using it, the little pieces will adhere and make it harder to cut your pieces later on. But certainly that gives an overview of two different products. So I hope you enjoyed this review. Please leave any comments and subscribe to my channel. If you'd like to see other reviews of other products, I'd be happy to review them for you. So, okay, well, thank you all for joining me, and have a great day.